So I am Liz Evans. I am from the Center for Political Thought and Leadership at Arizona State University. We are a pretty small center and we have been doing a lot of exciting things this year. So we're really looking forward to celebrating Arizona Civics Week, but also getting you more involved. So I want to introduce myself really quick. My goal is to facilitate the training of teacher leaders and the creation of points of opportunities for teachers in Arizona. We have a lot of things that we're getting ready to do. We just finished training 30 teachers on the Educating for American Democracy roadmap. We've had teacher programs. And what I believe is that teachers are the experts and need opportunities to be part of the decision making as it relates to their classroom. So in doing so, that's going to improve civic education in our state. I do have my email address on there. I'm always happy to talk to educators, go into classrooms, anything like that. I also have a counterpart, Jeff Davis, and you can read all of his stuff here. Jeff and I work really closely with teachers. He does a lot of workshops for teachers, and if that is something that you're interested in, I will talk about that. But really, Jeff and I believe teachers are our starting point. And that's what's going to really elevate civic education in our state and provide opportunities for kids. Sandra Day O'Connor quote, because we do love Justice O'Connor and Civics Week, ends with Sandra Day O'Connor Day. So one of our big things is making sure we have an informed citizenry. So who we are, we provide free resources. We are at Arizona State University under the School of Civic and Economic Thought and Leadership. We are a center. There's lots of different layers, but our little center has 7 people doing that work. So we provide free resources to elevate civic education opportunities, professional development for teachers, and development that sharpens your skills, again, to create engaging lessons for your students. I have a couple different things for you. So the first thing is the Rebuilding Arizona Civics website and podcast. You will hear Kara's voice on the podcast. We actually just released an episode with some rural teachers talking about the importance of civic education and engagement in rural Arizona. We're doing spotlights this week. We have amazing teachers and also some students who went through our Civic Leadership Institute who have gone on to do projects to kind of brighten their community. It's something we actually worked with the Bill of Rights Institute on. And so I'm sure Rachel will talk about that. We have pedagogy, we have content, and it really, this work is done by Arizona teachers for Arizona teachers. There's not someone up in a high castle who's never been in a classroom creating this stuff. These are people who are currently practicing and doing that. We have a civic literacy curriculum. As you know, in the state of Arizona, there is a requirement for students to pass the civics test. We have flashcards and games and lessons that go along with that to take that burden off the teacher and allow the kids to learn, make sure everybody passes. Our goal here is to normalize civic knowledge, because the more we normalize that, civics is not just a social studies, right? Civics is in math and it's in science and it's in literacy, it's in all of these things. So really we want to normalize that. We have a Civic Leadership Institute. This year we did one on ASU's campus with students. And then we also did one in Tucson and Flagstaff with teachers, hoping to do that next year. The participants get to work with faculty, they get to learn constitutional principles, put them into practice. And then some of our kids, again, went on to do a civic engagement project and they get money for doing so. We have our Civics Classic collection, which is really cool because we have a first edition of the Federalist Papers. We have Washington's address. There's so many different things. We really want kids to be engaged with primary sources. It's cool. It's cool to see the narrative of Frederick Douglass. They're housed at ASU. They come out for a lot of our events. We had an event last night and the Federalist Papers was out, but that does exist. We have workshops for teachers. Some of them are a day long. We've had a couple that are 4 hours. You get to learn from faculty and then you get to learn some pedagogy. With Jeff and I as master teachers, teachers can earn stipends for that. So again, watching our website, making sure that you're in the know about these things. And then the last thing we offer is Veterans Inspiring Patriotism. We have a staff member, Dylan Delgado, who is the youngest member of the Arizona Veterans Hall of Fame, who runs this. And really, we want to get veterans into classrooms because veterans are the ultimate primary source. If you have the ability to listen to our podcast, we have an episode with Jack Holder, who is a World War II survivor, or World War II veteran and Pearl Harbor survivor, who lives here in the state of Arizona. So just having those kind of connections is a really important thing. And we want to get flags into classrooms and constitutions, and all of that really, really good stuff. So if there's anything that you're further interested in, please do not hesitate to contact myself, Jeff, Dylan. You can find our information on these slides or from the ASU website.